sound therapist. I work at many different treatment centers, wellness centers, as well as many public places and private work. It's a complementary therapy. I find it benefits any other therapy very well. It goes in union with things, and it seems to work across the board. What I'd like to do is take you on a little sound journey, what I call a sound journey. Some people call them sound baths, sonic immersions, so forth, but basically the same thing. We're taking you somewhere through the power of sound, and that's everything vibrates, everything is vibration. So why not tune up the temple with the power of sound? Makes perfect sense. So we'll go on a sound journey, and then we'll take some questions and talk a little bit about sound. I think that's probably the best way. So I suggest you close your eyes, open your heart, and free your mind. But you don't have to, there's no rules. It just helps. We hear with much more than our ears. We hear with each string, cell, and fiber of our being. This allows the sound to bathe our cells. We are made of music. And right now we're going to tune up the tempo. Let yourself drift deep, deep in your waters. Deep below the waves, it is very still. We are that stillness. You know, going into a meditative space is not so much about quieting the mind. It's about going to the place in the mind where it's already quiet. That spiritual core deep within each and every one of us. Deep below the waves. It is very still. We are that stillness. Everything you're searching for is already inside of you. You are more divine than you could ever imagine. Claim your divinity with every wave of sound. With every wave of sound. I love you. You are love. You are love. perfect balance is right there with you at all times. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. We release all that no longer serves. We renew and refresh, regenerate all that does through the power of sound. Right now, right here. We are responsible for the thoughts we hold in our minds, not for the ones that pass through. If it no longer serves you, let it pass through. We accept the assistance of angel spirits and guides who join us as vibrations inside of us. They don't have to come from outside of us. They live within us. Always with us. Always. I can hear the angels now. Dancing with the divine. Each sound taking you deeper. Deep below the waves. place all in the longer serves. Right now. Right here. Shlema Laki Maria. Shlema. Malitai Buta. Marinimki. Barika. Barika Pinosha. Barika. Pinosha. Pinosha. Welcome to Kichi. Mitakuye Yase. Oh, Mitakuye Yase. Keep going deeper. Each sound teaching you, opening you up to your divinity. I did not come here to teach you. I came here to love you. Love will teach you. Love will teach all of us. Love is teaching all of us. Breath in. Breath out. Each sound falling like a soft raindrop inside, washing you clean, washing you to a state of grace. Water carries wisdom, knowledge, memory. Water is life. That's why we're 3/4 water. And so is Mother Earth. I'm your mama. The song of the whale holds the waters on this planet together. Imagine what that song does for the water in us. I love the whale.
I did not come here to teach you. I came here to love you. Love will teach you. We relinquish any judgment of anyone or anything that holds us to the past. We relinquish any attachment of anyone or anything that keeps us grasping at the future. The future. The future is here. The future is now. Be here now. Claim your divinity. I love you. You are love. Take that into the silence. Most beautiful sound there is. We are made of music. And we just tuned up the temple. You may still be hearing music. That is your song, the song of yourselves. We are made of music.
Thank you. It's a really good way to spend 20 or 30 minutes of your life. It'll keep feeding you too. It's tuning up of the temple. We're made of music. We truly are. When we hear our own music, the body releases amazing chemicals that bathe us in grace. To a poem from my book now, and called Dancing with the Divine. And we'll talk a little. This is called This Oven of Clay. There's nothing as loud as the sound when we pray. There's no path to follow when you lead the way. There's nothing as warm as the bread of today, baked in the body, this oven of clay. There is no greater presence than the absence of doubt. The kingdom's within, and within is without the judgment of others. What's that all about? You have to go in if you want to get out. We rise to the substance as though we are yeast. The light feeds us all from the west to the east, with wisdom that's buried but never deceased. Come, be born again. Come, be released. There's no place like home, and home, I shall say, is where we belong, but not where we stay. For as light, we expand. We are all on our way to already there in this oven of clay. Thank you. Such an honor to come up here to Franklin. Thank you all for having me. Great to see you, Bill and Arthur. I love it. Yeah, all started years ago with Arthur and I at ISTA. That's 20 years maybe. Wow, craziness. Well, sound has surely changed my life, and now I get to do it every day. Many different treatment centers, and mostly addiction and treatment centers, but we've branched out now into some mental health, PTSD. I just had an interview last week with a youth empowerment clinic, 10 years old to 25 years old. They're interested in sound because they've heard about what I do at the other places. So it keeps broadening and burgeoning. You know, it's ancient art, but for many people, it's a new field. They're like, what is this sound thing? You made it up? I didn't make it up. It's been around a long time. I think in the old days, I'm very Native American in my beliefs. It's before they would go to a hospital and give you a pill and do a bunch of tests, they would take you in the center of a field and gather around you and sing your song and drum, and make music and remind you of that you're made of sound and bring you back to wholeness, tune up the temple. And the village was part of that. So we're bringing that back. Thank you all. What's that?
Prisons. You know, the prisoners could benefit from this.
Oh, definitely. It's getting into some prisons now.
Good.
Yeah. There's various sound practitioners helping out prisons, and hospitals are coming along. They're a little trickier with insurance, and they're one of the questions I have is like, what if someone dies while you're in there doing that? And they went out very peacefully, I tell you that. Yeah. I've had people call me when someone's near transition, you go, would you come play? Because I think they're going to be going soon, and they'd like you to come play before they pass away. And I go, yeah, sure.
Hospice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm drifting more into the assisted living community because beautiful buildings all around Atlanta with great rooms to play in. And my mom is in one now. So whenever I go visit her, I play and, the whole building gathers around. They're like, man,
Oh, yeah.
and they call me Dr. Sound. Yeah. When's your son, Dr. Sound, coming back?
Did you have a lot of bird sounds on your?
I did. I played a little. It's called Sound Therapy Birds. Yeah. Yeah, I played a gig outside recently and somebody came up and go, man, the birds you did were incredible. I go, no, that was the birds. That was the real birds. Yeah, it wasn't me. I didn't do those birds. Yeah. Yeah. Very.
I thought too that, do you have any idea that maybe the sound is what does the crop circle things that we're experiencing?
Oh, I think that, but also combined with the magnetic fields of the earth,
Mhm.
something with literally vibration is pulling it, and then combining with the electromagnetic field, and it forms shapes. Cymatics proves it all the time that sound creates shape.
Yes.
So it's creating shape on the earth. I completely believe that. If you were there when they were formed, I bet you'd hear something.
Oh, yeah. I felt like I was on Noah's Ark at one time. And the water was leaving the earth and the land where they were at.
Nice.
And I could imagine the animals hearing the silence for a first time in 40 days and 40 nights.
Nice.
And
Powerful.
animals and Noah and his family, how calm and still they had to have been for a moment because they had heard nothing but rain and water
Yeah.
going on for a long time. And the harmonic sounds of the universe had to have been leaping to them, and the waves had to be coming in on the land, wherever they were at on the hill.
Beautiful. What a vision. Did you
That's
just have that vision now, like
yes,
during
I
the
was-
sound?
When you were
Nice.
playing, I was on the ark with them,
Wow.
and I actually melted off the ark when
That's
when
awesome.
the waters were going away.
Many people have great visions when I play, and it's really because inside of us is a chemical called DMT, and it's not a drug you go buy. It's something the body creates that connects us with the cosmic consciousness. So sound can definitely release that. Body has receptors for it, and people have these grand visions. Happens a lot in the treatment centers where I work, and people realize, man, I don't have to go find anything. I already have it within me. Yes. The greatest connection is right here. It's already in. We built a lot of stuff to block it. So get out of the way.
And I have doves that come to me a lot of times.
Nice.
I wear a white dove today, and I had a vision of a white dove coming into this building many years ago. Some of you might remember that.
Wow.
I used to minister here too sometimes, but the white dove was eating any negative energy that was in this building and purifying it.
You got some good
That's great.
visions, man. I like that. Nice.
I'm a metaphysical minister
So the sound just takes you right there.
and spirit medicine woman. So
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I always like this community up in Franklin quite a bit. Like driving up there, I feel it's just nice getting, 2 hours outside of Atlanta, really. The further I go away from there, the more I'm like, oh, I just feel lighter. Some of the weight of the whole city's gone. And I know I'm coming up here, so we're very cool.
Your energy's needed there where you're at.
Yes, yes.
It is.
Yeah, I do a lot around the city and it helps.
Your aura and your vibration works more than you know. you do.
Thank
You
you.
work on many levels all the time.
Yes, thank you. Well, thank y'all.
Anybody else?
Yeah. Oh, it's a pleasure to come.